Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be working on the topics of week 3, uh, and we're going to be working with Tableau. So just give me a second to share the screen. Okay, so so you see that I have shared the screen and we're going to be working on second part of week 3. We're going to be working with the Tableau today. For that, we need to do the Tableau part in the lab prep. If you click on this link, it will open this page for you and you will see some information about academic quick start using Tableau. If you click on this download Tableau desktop, it will take you to a page like this, and you're going to have all of these steps that you can follow and download. If you are the Windows user, it's going to have you Windows related link, and if you are the Mac user, you can just select the Mac related link. Then it gives you on this page, you can see more information about how to activate the software. This is a very easy and straightforward step that you're going to use. Just select the copy and paste the code, the license that I have provided to you in the lab prep, and enter it, and you will just have the Tableau activated. Then I ask you to watch this video to provide you some initial details about Tableau, where to start and how to start using it. Then we're going to download this CSV file and this Excel file. So we're going to be working with the same HECM data set that we discussed during the Excel part of this lab. Okay. So in the previous recording, we worked on these parts of the lab, which focused on the Excel, and now we're going to be working on the Tableau part of the lab. So what we are going to do, let's open Tableau first. Okay, this is the Tableau environment that you're going to see. And first, you need to connect your data set to a file that you have over here. You can select the data sets or the packages that you have. All right, you can select whatever type that you are interested in working in the Tableau environment. And let's start with the CSV file that I have downloaded. All right. So I'm gonna select if you want to connect and work with the CSV file, you know that CSV files are the text files, so you're gonna select text file over here. But if you want to work with the Excel file, you're gonna select this Excel file and select XLSX file, open it, and then select the tab that you have the data on, and then you will see that you have all the data loaded over here, okay? And it even has all the information that we um, just worked on before during the last session, okay? Let me go back here and try the CSV file as well. If I click on the CSV, it will open the CSV file. And the next part of the assignment is asking us to make sure and check that the category and type of the variables over here are consistent with what we expect. If you recall, we fixed the interest rate before to a numerical while it was recognized as an string or the text in Excel file. So if we had the same issue over here, we would have to just change that here as well. But now we do not need it because it automatically recognized the interest rate as the number. But if it wasn't a string, it was like this, it would have had ABC over here. This is something that I have mentioned in the slides. So if you take a look at the table that I have provided, you will see that ABC is related to the text variables. But we know that the interest rate is numerical, so I'm going to change it into a number, a decimal, and I'm going to have these information about the interest rate switched into a numerical variable. Okay. The next we're going to set the, you can also see the same information over here to change the type. You can do the same here as well. Okay. The next, we're gonna find the date. Okay. This one. Okay. It is already recognized as date. If you opened Excel, you're gonna see this as any other category, but I'm using the CSV and it is automatically recognized as the date. So this is the this is on the date type over here. Okay. And just to make sure we can check, for example, these city, state, county, zip, all of these are the on the numbers while they should be string. Okay, this is a string, this is a string, and this is also a string. So you see, it initially recognized it as number, but it should be a string. So we need to fix that as well. Okay, so you're gonna just check each and every one of these just to make sure that everything is properly selected. For example, the weekday is also not a numeric value. Okay, it is a string. Okay, and in the data pane in the left, just here, you can fix everything if any ID or codes show up under measures, but our categories, just we need to right click on this or click on this and convert the dimension. Okay, we need to convert these dimensions. Next, we're going to do this, follow the same things that we did with the Excel. We need to create the same interest rate group variable in Tableau. Okay, so there are two options for that and the solutions that I have provided, but we're going to go with the simpler and easiest version. We just need to click on the interest rate. Okay, right click on the interest rate, then create group. Okay, it will ask you to like this will it will open up this new window. Then you're gonna select one of the values. It is between 0 and 2.9. So let's create a group for that and rename it into 0 to 2.9. Hit enter. Then select all the numbers that are in this range between 0 and 2.9. If you just hold shift and down arrow on your keyboard, selecting all of these numbers that are less than 3, okay, then drag all of them and drop inside this group. Then collapse this. Then select on the second, create another group, rename it 3 to 3.9, and hit enter. Do the same with the observations that are in this range between 3 and 4. Then again, drag them, drop them here. Next, select this, create another group, and call it as 4 plus for any interest rate that is larger than 4. Okay, again, I'm gonna keep the shift and down arrow to select or highlight all of the observations that are greater than 4, then drag them and drop them. So I have these three categories now. I just need to select OK, and I will have that category created just right here, interest rate group. Okay, you can do the same thing for any other numerical variable to change them into a categorical variable. Okay, then to change the weekday alias variables, you in the weekdays, like you have 2, 3, 4, but instead of that, if you want to have the name of the days, you're gonna just in the data pane here, right click and then select aliases. Okay, so you're gonna have this being selected instead of 2, right, Monday. Then select 3, Tuesday. Then the next one, Wednesday. Thursday, just select the numbers under the column of value alias and then change them to the string or text or whatever that you want them to be. So you see this does the VLOOKUP function when it should be exactly this value, but interest rate group helped us to create that approximate match, right? Then click OK. All right. And then we have all of this information with the name of the days rather than the um, showing the numbers. Okay. Next, we're gonna do what we did in the pivot table. So we're gonna go to the sheet. This is where we want to work with uh, the variables. All right. And here you see that interest rate should be in measures, not in the dimensions. Okay. So the blue ones earlier, I said that the blue ones show the dimension and the green ones show the measures. Okay, and we need to have the interest rate over here. All right, so what we are gonna do, we're gonna first move the weekday into the rows. We're creating the same table as we did, the same pivot table that we had in the Excel. Okay, so we just need to move these variables into the columns and rows that will create this table. And if we want to have different forms like graphs and etc., we can select them from this pane on the right that you see, like it has lots of different types of the graphs and etc. But we are looking for the graph, so we're gonna hold on to sorry, a table. So we're gonna just keep it as the table. This is going to be on the row, and then we're going to have interest rate in the column, but we want it in the form of the table, and it will be automatically on the sum, but we want it to be average. So we need to just click on this right button over here, then select measure and select the average. It will give me the average of interest rate by each day. Okay. Then this is the one of the pivot tables that we earlier created. We can do another pivot table that we did for the interest rate groups. This time I'm gonna just move the interest rate groups into the rows. And then I am gonna have the interest rate in the column. I'm gonna click on this table because I prefer to have it as a table. Then I'm gonna select on this measure, and this time I'm gonna just here this quick table calculation, and I'm gonna select the percent of total, and it's going to give me this information. All right. We can have two columns. So one of them shows the percentage. Okay. The counts, and change both of them into counts because we care about the percentage of the count of each of these categories. Okay, change each of them to the categories. The first one also uses quick table calculation, make some calculations based on those values, and we want to see the percent of each category from the whole numbers, the total observations. So we're going to select the percent of total. So you see that one of the columns over here shows the percentages, the other column shows the count of the tables. All right, you can simply just rename these if you want. Let's say this is by weekday, and this is by interest rate group. Then you're gonna select file, save as, select this, and save the package. Okay, just again, sorry, I forgot to rename the file. You're gonna select the save as. Then for the name of the file, let's use the same um, steps that we used for the Excel. Let's use last name, underline, underscore, first name, underscore, lab2. And then make sure to select this package, right? And where you want to save it. Then you're gonna save, and it's gonna give you a file. Make sure to save it somewhere that you know where it is. You can find it because you're going to upload this package file and this package file and the Excel file through the um, uh, canvas. Okay, this is all for the working with the Tableau. You see, it was much quicker than what we did with Excel. We followed the same steps, but it was faster. And I can simply just look into these numbers and analyze them. You see that the day of the week doesn't really matter um, on the rate or the average rate of the loans. Or looking at this, you see that most of the loans are above 4% interest rate. So kind of it is an expensive interest rate, expensive loan. Mm, so we can look into the same data sets, the same tables, and get to those very faster compared to the Excel. Okay, that's it for today, and let's continue uh, with the rest of week 3. So after the class, make sure to work on this homework, also this individual project, and the quiz, the first quiz that we will have. And I will upload the recordings for these labs here, and you will have access to these recordings. All right, have a good day and see you in class.